Hey guys, Nick Biddle here coming at you with this week's Leadership Drip. And last week, I asked you the question, what are you seeing? What are you seeing on your job sites? A lot of crazy stuff going on right now. What are you seeing? What do you need? And I appreciate the responses that I did receive. And one of the responses made me think a little bit about how can we be a more impactful leader from underneath? How do we be a more impactful leader without being the loudest voice in the room? Because I understand a lot of our current foremen, general foremen, superintendents right now, they didn't necessarily sign up for the job that they're having to do. I get that. You may not be comfortable being this dynamic leader, but I don't think you have to be a dynamic leader to be effective. There was a Gallup poll. They interviewed 10,000 employees, and the question was, why do you follow who you follow? And the number one answer was, I follow who I follow because that person cares about me. They care about me. It wasn't because they're the loudest voice in the room. It wasn't because they're a dynamic speaker. It wasn't because they knew everything about the trade. It wasn't because they have all the answers in the world. It's because they felt like they cared about them. And we don't have to be a dynamic leader to let those we lead know that we care about them. And I'm not a sailor, but I've been on a few boats. I understand the basic fundamentals of a boat, and I think about the rudder. Now, the rudder, and I'm sure you know this, but the rudder is that small device that steers the ship. The rudder is critical for that ship reaching its destination, but it's often unseen. It's working beneath the surface, and we often don't even think about it until something goes wrong. And I think a great leader is like a effective rudder. A lot of times we're leading beneath the surface. A lot of times people aren't seeing what a great leader's really doing, but they're effective because they help their team, they help their crew reach their final destination. The question I have for you this week is, how can you be more like a rudder? What small thing can you do that maybe no one will even notice that will help you be a more effective leader? What small thing can you do to help you be a more impactful leader? What small thing can you do to just help those you lead feel like you care? And I know you care. Otherwise, you wouldn't do what you do. But it doesn't matter if you care if the people that you're leading don't feel it. Right now, we're in a world. If you would have told me 90 days ago we'd be dealing with all this crap today, I'd have told you were crazy. But we got a world right now, a nation that feels polarized because they don't feel like somebody else cares about them. This is a real problem. How about those you lead? Do they know you care? A simple way that you can let somebody know you care is reach out to them. Give them a call. Give them a word of encouragement. Say something nice to them on the job site. Ask about their family. Ask about themselves. It doesn't have to be crazy. Something simple. Be like that rudder on a ship. Underneath the surface, doing what you do. Guys, I appreciate you. Next week, we're going to go a little deeper into this topic. Till next time, take care.